Very close.
Hello, welcome to a Board Deck and Dice first play, although for me it is a second play of Crisis. I played this a long time ago, really liked it, backed the Kickstarter. I'm here with Big Mark, Regular Mark, Not Mark, and it's me, Small Mark. So Crisis is a worker placement, engine building, resource management game. So it's got a real neat theme where the country that you're in is in crisis and you have to reach certain levels. So we all had to reach, on phase one, round one, we all had to reach 18 points, or the level of finance will go down, which then has a negative impact on the rest of the game for events that are drawn out, but it can be cheaper to get foreign workers in. Stuff like that.
We only ever did green events.
We only ever did green events. We were quite lucky on that, despite someone dragging us down.
Yeah. I feel like the name Crisis was very apt in my case.
So the buildings are kind of the buildings and the foreign markets are your main source of points, I think it's right to say. Buildings need to have employees to run them and then certain resources. So you really need to think about which buildings you're getting or get other ways of getting those resources. So I had this building which needed bread and I didn't get my farm till later on, which I then stopped using. So I had to go and buy bread at the cost of points, which is not always ideal. But you can also sell to the demand of the foreign market for points and money, or sell to the black market for just points. Quite a lot to it and a lot of cogs interacting.
Yeah.
Mark got 60 points, which if we just check the last round marker is not enough. He needed 69. This is on easy setting at 4 players. The rest of us almost doubled him. Chris got 106.
No one did.
Not bad.
Almost.
I got 116, and Mr. Brass proved his
119.
brass.
119.
It's 119. What do you think, Simon? I'll go to you first because Chris is
Yeah, we're
texting.
good. It reminded me of it's nothing like it. The bomb game. What's the bomb game? called?
Manhattan Project.
Yeah, Manhattan Project.
Keep talking or nobody explodes.
No, not that one. No, Manhattan Project. I don't know why.
Is it because of the little cardboard workers?
Possibly, yeah. But that's all. But I don't like Manhattan Project. I actually quite like this. So yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I really appreciated was you don't only have a spot for first place, but for second place as well.
Yeah.
And they're both well worth going to mid round. And it's one of those where you're putting your workers down, but you don't get the reward till after, and the rewards go down. So they go in a certain order. So you really have to think: am I going to have enough money for doing this, especially early rounds? But we generated quite efficient money-making machines early on.
Yeah.
You didn't struggle for money.
No.
I never ran out, but I never had a lot.
Yeah, so you perhaps couldn't go for the buildings you wanted,
Yeah.
ideally, or the resources.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah,
resources.
yeah.
I barely had any
Yeah.
all game.
Yeah.
That I bought second to last round or last round and couldn't use it.
But it's good to buy buildings. It's more efficient to buy buildings for victory points than it is to change money. Yeah,
But
this.
I could have then. I couldn't do that one either.
Yeah.
So I probably shouldn't have.
You
bought
definitely want it.
Better the trade-off.
You definitely want to get.
No, but that would have got me more points.
How many do
if
you
I
have?
could have
How
done-
many point
I
making
didn't have any
machines did you have
crystals.
that you used?
Just
Because
one.
I
Two
bought
that
them
was running.
and I looked
Oh,
at
sorry,
this,
one
and
that
it
was
empty.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had the
That
additional
got you 5 points.
generation. So I had
Money-wise,
two times
20.
twos. So
Would
it
only
was
got you
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I could have
So,
got.
yeah.
times two.
Yeah.
So
But I
I
couldn't even
I
do
would
Yeah.
have, could have, should have.
So
Yeah.
it's you.
So if I didn't buy that, I could have.
There's
done that.
about 5 conversations going on, and they're all being run by Mark. Mark. So you do need to get a point making building.
Yeah.
That often give you money as well. And I think that's one of the things playing this first time. Like you jumped on the bank. I didn't worry so much because I was aware these ones were coming out, and perhaps I didn't explain that too well. But I just forgot. And then as soon as the first round was over, I was like, "Oh, I didn't get a farm. I'm going to regret that." And then we both didn't have farms, did we?
I think Simon did well getting the efficient workers.
Yes. Yeah,
which
those
I think-
double workers
yeah.
are great.
And
Yeah.
Well, but I did. What I did was I got ones that all ran with spanners, and most of you guys didn't have spanner running ones.
Yeah.
round 1.
So that
Yeah,
that
one.
really went in my favour. That but despite my lack of bread, I came in later and got the bread, and it was all right.
There was a really early round, I think it was round 2 or 3, where I just went for workers, and
Yes.
you guys all went for the buildings, and I just decided to go for workers and
Yeah.
then build the buildings around the workers
Yeah.
in later rounds.
Yeah, and
Fantastic.
it can be worth if the status does drop. It can be worth getting a cheap one.
Yeah.
For 3 is not too bad. 5 is a lot, but if you're in a bind, and then the temporary worker. Mixed feelings about that because it's a waste of space in some ways. It has to go back.
I used it
But
about
I
6
suppose you're not
times.
using the money. Yeah, but that's an action every time. That's one of
Yeah.
the workers.
But it's handy if one that didn't turn up down here
Yes,
and you need
yeah,
it to
because it's a
activate,
wild. Yeah.
then like I needed
Yeah.
it when I had this double one
Yeah.
here.
And we had a couple of promos in, like the Spy,
Games designer
the games designer,
and
And
the inventors.
the Inventors didn't
which
come out, did
it
they?
Did, yeah, but I've just been reading about it. I'll explain it after.
It was
Cam as
it
well.
was a bit because I didn't know how that works with the robot if someone else took it. So yeah, enjoyable. Definitely one that it takes you a first play to grok all the mechanisms of
Yeah.
how the kind of AI of the board works. Which last time I played it, perhaps we played it on different difficulty, but it really felt like the game was working against you quite actively. Because we were in yellow events all the time basically, and then we got down to red as well. But I'm sure that wasn't on easy.
What's a red event like?
Go on, read one. Let's see how bad it is.
Increase the output of all bank, comms, power plant, port, spaceport, and trains companies by 1.
That's good.
If a company has 2 types of output, its owner must choose which one to decrease.
Oh, maybe they get nicer as the
No,
company
No, that's bad.
nasty.
That's
decrease.
Yeah, decrease.
Oh, I thought it said increase.
No, decrease and only choose one output.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
But it seems to hit the individual player. These were just hitting that track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas these seem to more hit those.
Yeah.
This one's
powerful
not
players.
too bad. Each player must pay a health tax of 1 credit for each employee they have.
Employee. Oh yeah. If that came out now, that'd be great, mate.
1, 2, 3.
I say
Because you've got a robot.
I've got like
8,
no.
9.
11, 12, 13.
It's not. Yeah, but you had 150 something at the end, so.
Not quite, Mark.
I
Oh
think
no, I
you
did. Yeah.
Okay, you did.
34.
No, you got past 150 at one point.
I got 160 something. Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. So definitely one worth a play.
Mm.
Definitely on the heavier side of things.
I'm just reading these.
But yeah, I think I worked out my VP wrong then.
No,
Because I got past 150.
you didn't. You did it right.
No,
You
because
honestly
you didn't end with 100.
Yeah, because you
You
got
did it on your
26.
calculator.
Yeah, but did I do it as 130 instead of 160?
No, you didn't.
No, you did. Yeah, because you got
No, because
26.
you dropped below.
I
So you
didn't.
must have been
You're
above
not.
150 because to get 26.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to check that again. Well, we'll see you next time on Board the Caboose.